Study abroad means learning about yourself as well as your major in another country.
It's the opportunity to challenge yourself at one point in your life that can open up so many doors for you.
Meeting new friends and experiencing a new culture and a new way of life, and just learning more about myself and about the world around me.
It's a chance to engage with the world, with yourself, with others, with your education, with your professional aspirations. It's a chance to engage in a way that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. It's a really unique opportunity to become something.
So I met with my advisor and I said, I would like to study abroad. Let's figure out what semester would be best.
So I decided, I went and talked to the study abroad office, and Kristen was like, well, you only have a little bit of time to get the application in, but we're gonna make it happen for you.
They were always super helpful and just like guided me along in every step of it.
I flew to New York, then I flew to London. I was greeted at the gate when I landed at 7 o'clock in the morning with these people in yellow, bright yellow shirts that were from Kingston, and I was fine after that.
It didn't really feel real. It felt like a process until I got on the plane and I said, oh my gosh, I'm really doing this. Like I'm just alone on this plane going across the world, and I have to make something of this. And that's when it felt real.
I saw a production of Pericles at the Sam Wanamaker Playhouse at the Globe, and I sat maybe a foot and a half away from the actors, and there was one moment where the actress playing Marina came and sat right in front of me and held my hand for a scene, and I have never felt so at home. It was amazing. And then a year later, I did the production of Pericles at BW.
And going around Europe on trains and figuring that out, I really learned a lot about myself that way and got to see a lot of really cool things that I might not have been able to see if I was traveling with a group.
I'm spending an evening in the desert, in the Sahara Desert, so I got to ride a camel across the sand dunes, and I watched the sunset, and I slept underneath the stars and the moon in the middle of the desert, and it was a very humbling experience because you realize in the end how small you are in this like massive world, but it was really cool because it was just so breathtaking.
So when I came to BW, I knew that I always wanted to study abroad. My advisor told me, well, why don't you check out faculty-led programs? You get to have a whole semester experience, but it's just those few weeks that you're actually traveling, but the rest is the academic preparation for it. You got to get more of a prepared perspective, so you got to study the history, the culture, the different areas you would be going to, and so you knew what you were going to experience. And so being prepared for that, and then as soon as we got to the country, though we were there for 2 weeks, we were able to get such a depth of an experience and really be immersed in the culture. It's just something that's so special to me that I only shared with only 20 other people and our 2 faculty members, that will always be so near and dear to my heart.
I'm much more confident in myself, and I'm confident in the career choice that I've made, and I know that this is absolutely 100% what I meant to do.
So before going, it was just this really cool thing that I had in my planner and was on my to-do list before I graduated, but now it's definitely going to be a lifestyle of becoming more of a global citizen and making that part of my everyday life.
After going abroad, it was almost like, I always describe it as I was sitting at a table, or I was in a bubble almost, and then after going abroad, I can look at I can still be at the table, but I can see the room around me.
When you go out of your comfort zone, amazing things happen. And when you go and learn more about yourself and more about the world, it will really change the rest of your life.
It's funny because a lot of the times, you read articles and textbooks and you have lectures and your professor can speak really highly about a location, but until you go there yourself, you don't really understand the impact or the value that it has in the classroom. So being able to spend 4 months in Africa, really exploring all the ideas and concepts that I learned in the classroom is really what makes study abroad a very unique and impactful experience.
You know, there's so much support from advisors, faculty, study abroad office, student affairs, Res Life, everybody. They want students to go. Why wouldn't you, I guess? Like it's financially doable, it's academically doable, professionally doable, and you have all this support. Go.
Hashtag once in a lifetime.
Hashtag no regrets.
Hashtag life-changing.
Hashtag adventure.
To this day, I can look at my experience abroad and I can say, if I can do that, if I can go across the ocean and live alone in a new country and study in a new country, if I can do that, what else can I do? I can do anything.